Hi friends, welcome to the GATE Verbal Aptitude session. I am Dr. M. Jayaraj. Having strategized the content yesterday in my previous class, hi friends, welcome to the GATE Verbal Aptitude session. I am Dr. M. Jayaraj. Having strategized the content in my previous class, today we are going to take up one of the contents. Let us see how the content develops step by step, and let us view the chapter. So today I'm just going to throw some significant light on one of the grammatical chapters, that is the chapter Adjective. So I'll take it as the adjective. Let us pay a little bit keen attention towards this chapter and see the pros and cons of this chapter, students. So the chapter is the adjective. As you know, students, first of all, let me just give the definition of adjective. Well, perhaps you might have learned definitions when you were in high school or in high classes. But let me just split the word and give you exact meaning of the adjective. Supposing, students, let me just divide the word adjective. So what do you mean by adjective? Ad means towards, or sometimes we call it as near. Yes, ject means to throw, is equal to, like for example, you say projectile, deject, inject, eject, deject, jet airways. What does it mean? It simply throws in the air. That is the meaning of jet. So now try to understand so that you will appreciate the exact meaning of adjective. So the complete picture, having divided and conquered the word, you get a sense. Throw towards. So I go with something like throw. Throw towards. Now my question is, throw towards what? Throw towards noun. That is my definition, which means adjectives always go with nouns, students. For example, if you say, maybe you can give as many examples as possible. Maybe if I say beautiful, or maybe I can say wonderful. She's a girl. She's a beautiful girl. Now you see girl, beautiful. Throw towards nouns. That is what exactly we term it as adjectives. So throw towards nouns. They always go towards nouns, students. If you split the word, you will appreciate the meaning. Otherwise, you are confined to the high school standards definitions after definitions, and you have not appreciated so far. Supposing I take the word adverb. What is adverb, students? Like ad means towards. Verb, that which goes always with verb is called adverb. Preposition. You position, pre means before. You position before noun. Conjunction. Divide the word. Con means together. Junction is a meeting place. Something you are joining together. Conjunction. Interjection. Inter means from inside. Ject means to throw. Something suddenly throws out from inside is called interjection. That is what you mastered, sudden expression of joy or exclamatory sentences. So, if you can divide, there is a lot of sense in these parts of speech, students. So, in GATE grammar, there are 8 parts of speech. And today I am just highlighting one of the parts of speeches and its application in grammar. So here we go. So that is the definition, students, like throw towards noun we call it as. And coming to the adjective chapter, there are 3 degrees of comparison in the chapter adjective. So what are these 3 degrees, students? Supposing I take positive degree, I'm just writing it as a short form, students, like positive degree. I make it as something like comparative degree, and then I'll go with the superlative degree. So there are 3 degrees under the title adjectives. So let us know what this positive means, positive degree means, comparative degree, and superlative degree, students. And frequently I find some questions from this bit in GATE examination. Here we go. So maybe for instance, if I take it as maybe few examples of that sort, students, like here we go. Come on, let us see now. Supposing I take a word, for example, the word big, and the comparative degree is bigger, and the superlative degree is biggest. You take a word small, and the comparative degree is smaller, superlative degree is the smallest. Likewise, you take one, or I just going to take only few, students. Let us see, for example, if I take the word good, and the comparative degree is better, and the superlative degree is best. Suppose I take a word little, it has 2 comparative degrees, less, lesser, least. Supposing I take a word few, comparative degree fewer, fewest. Supposing I take one more word, students, beautiful, comparative degree is more beautiful, most beautiful. And let me take one of the last one, maybe. MUCH, much, and the comparative degree is more, and this is most. If you take it as many, more, and most. Right, students, let me go with some explanation. So, these are all some of the degrees of comparison are irregular ones. You might have observed here, some have taken expressions like ER, EST, ER, EST, okay. Some are irregular, good becomes better, and better is best. Beautiful, more beautiful, and most beautiful. Let me also explain which adjectives are suffixed ER and EST, which adjectives are prefixed more and more students like. It's very simple. Having two or less syllables, I call it as syllable means sound. Two or less syllables. What is a sound? Combination of vowel and consonant is termed as one sound. So two or less suffix ER and EST. For example, the word big, how many sounds you hear? Only one sound. And what is one sound? Combination of one vowel and one consonant is one sound. Here we have two consonants, only one vowel. Big, only one sound. So therefore I suffix ER and EST. Words having two or more syllabi or syllables, we have to prefix more, most. For example, you see here how many sounds? For example, beau, tea, full. Two or more syllabi or two or more sounds. You need to prefix more, most. For example, difficult, difficult, two, more than two. More difficult, most difficult. Well, students, I suppose you have grasped how to suffix and how to prefix. Sometimes you also have to understand, students, the word good is a adjective. We also have a word well also, students, like. So well has comparative degree is better, superlative degree is best. Now, what I want to tell you is that the word well is adverb, students, which means some of the adjectives also have these 3 degrees as the adjectives have. Let me just throw some light on this one later on. So first of all, let me go with the adjectives itself. So, now finally coming students, like what do you mean by positive degree? What is comparative degree? What is superlative degree now? Just I'll orally enumerate it. A positive degree expresses the quality of a noun. For example, it is a sweet mango. Ask a question to noun and you get the answer adjective. What kind of mango? Sweet mango. So, positive degree expresses the quality of a noun. Now, what is comparative degree? Comparative degree is expressed only between two persons, two things, two animals, or two groups. Try to understand this, please. A comparative degree is expressed only between two persons, two things, two animals, or two groups. For example, Ram is taller than Mohan. Two people you find here. If you find more than two, don't confine to comparative degree, then that should be something else. Now, what is superlative degree? A superlative degree is expressed when there are more than two persons, more than two things, more than two animals, more than two groups. Superlative degree is expressed. For example, Sohan is the best of all in the class. Now, more than 2, more than 3. So superlative degree is expressed. I suppose you are gathering what I am trying to say, students, now. So what is positive degree? It's a quality. And what is comparative degree? Between 2. And what is superlative degree? More than 2. That is how you need to check a given statement. Now, going back further, students, double comparatives and double superlatives are not permitted. For example, if I take a word, supposing I take one word, students, for example, the word clever. And the comparative degree is cleverer. And the superlative degree is cleverest. Now, when the word cleverer is already cleverer, again, don't think of an expression cleverer, we should not say. Most cleverest, we should not say. Double comparatives. Double comparatives is not permitted. Double superlatives is not permitted, students. So therefore, you need to be a little bit careful about. So take care of double comparatives and double superlatives are not permitted. However, sometimes some adjectives do have these two comparatives or two superlatives. For example, if I take a word common, students, like for example, let us see the word common. Commoner. Commoner. And the superlative is commonest. There is another way of expressing common, more common. Don't say more commoner, more common. Common, students. So sometimes there are two. But anyway, we need to take one of those ones. I suppose you have gathered what the positive degree, comparative degree and superlative degree. Now we'll go a little further, students. Come on, let me just highlight some of the ones here now. Come on, let us just see that. So this is positive degree, comparative degree and superlative degree. Now what are all these one now? Nothing but these positive degrees are, they are nothing but they are adjective, students. What are they? They are adjectives. Comparative degree, what are they? They are actually adjectives. And what is superlative degree? They are also adjectives. Try to understand, please. Now what do adjectives do? Throw towards a noun. That is my definition. But whereas you might have learnt it, adjective is a word which modifies, qualifies, adds some meaning to a noun. That is the definition, you might have learned it. Fine. So adjective, what it does now? It modifies noun, students. So adjective plus noun. Adjective plus noun, students. Okay, fine, very good. So a simple example is a boy, is a good boy. Fine. Is a boy, is a good boy. Wonderful, students. Now my question is, what kind of a boy? Good boy, adjective. What modifies adjective again? How good boy he is. Plus, I can go with adverb, students. So, adverb, towards verb, that is the main definition of verb. Adverb. Adverb also modifies what? Adjective now. Okay, I'll just go. Boy. What kind of a boy? Good boy. Adjective. How good boy he is? I'm using the word very good boy. Now, this is adverb, students. Now, what I want to talk to you students, like now, let me just go with here now. So, if you find adjective, the basic adverb that should go before positive degree is very. We frequently state very big, very small, very good, very little, so on and so forth. And the same expression very, no doubt, noun, adjective. Supposing planning to go for adverb, students, like now plus, you can also look for one adverb here. Now let me just see that. So can I use the same adverb very here? For example, can I say very bigger? No. So there is some restrictions to these adverbs, students. So here you cannot use very. Then what you can use here, students, now? Come on, let us just see now. You cannot use the word very now. So what you can use is, in the place of adverb here, we can use a word, we can say. So with comparative degrees, use adverb much. You can say much bigger, much smaller, much better. And in one of the gate questions, the expression was very less. Now tell me, is it right? No, you cannot use very with this one. Don't say very less. Then what it should have been? Much less, we should say. So, small area, students, we should pay little attention. See what comes before what modifies what. It is nothing but, these adjectives are nothing but they are adding some qualification to nouns. In other words, I say when I teach, they are adding some masala to noun, in other words. And this is noun and this is masala. And this is garam masala, we can think of. Qualifications after qualifications. Wonderful, students, like. Now again, supposing I make a statement like this, is a boy, is a good boy. How good boy is? Very good boy. Now again I am asking a question to adverb, how very good boy he is. I can also go with one more adverb, students. I can also go with one more adverb. Very, very good boy, we can say. Are you able to understand, students, now? Very, very good boy, we can say. Similarly, here also, we can think of the adverb, students, like now. So, plus, again, I am going with another adverb now. So, what could be another adverb that I can think of? Let me just go with that. I told you just now, much smaller, much better. So, this is adjective, this is adverb. I can go with one more, students, like now. What I can go now here now? Very, V-E-R-Y. Very much smaller, very much better, very much less. I suppose you are able to gather what I am trying to talk to students now. So, two adverbs can always go together. So, very much we can say, but don't say very small, don't say, very bigger, don't say, very smaller, don't say, very better, don't say. So, like these students, whenever you look at these degrees of comparisons, certain basic fulfillments we also should know. So, something like this adverb here, very big, something like much bigger. If you want to add one more adverb, very much bigger. Okay, right. Then what other basics we can think of, students? The moment it is a comparative degree, the minimum requirement is THAN, than, bigger than, better than, fewer than, more beautiful than. Are able to gather, students? Minimum requirement. If it is superlative degree, the minimum requirement to superlative degree before is article the, students. Now, the biggest, the smallest, the best, the fewest, the most beautiful, we can say. Are you able to understand, students, now? Right, very good now. So, sometimes we need to understand, students, minimum requirement with the comparative degree, think of than, and the superlative degree article, that has to be used. I suppose you have understood this positive degree, comparative degree, and the superlative degree, students, now. If you have understood this simple concept, now let me go further, changing the degrees of comparison from positive degree to comparative degree, comparative degree to superlative degree. So here we go, students. I suppose you have gathered what I just wanted to communicate with these 3 degrees now. So next we'll just look into the next page, students, like, right. So we'll go with the changing from degrees, like we'll go from positive degree to comparative degree. So let me just check how to go about changing from positive degree to comparative degree and comparative degree to vice versa positive degree, students. For example, let me just go with that. Positive degree. Positive degree. For example, students, Rama is as clever as Krishna. So this is in the positive degree. How to change it into comparative degree, students? Let me just go with this here now. For example, now comparative degree. So I bring Krishna. Krishna is not cleverer than Rama. Try to understand this concept, students. I don't want any student to miss marks in this changing degrees of comparison. So, Rama is as clever as Krishna. Krishna is not cleverer than Rama. Which means what I understand here is, students, now, come on, let me just check with that and see now. What I understand here is, Krishna is not cleverer than Rama means, students, like, what do you mean by that now? Means, in one word I can say, the sense that I get is, Krishna is not cleverer than Rama, which means students, here Rama is clever and I'm getting Krishna is clever. Try to understand this one, students, now. So what is the meaning that I get here now? When I say Krishna is not cleverer than Rama, the sense that I get is Rama is clever and Krishna is clever, which means both are equally cleverer. Both are equally cleverer, students, now. Let me just write down here so that it is easy for understanding. So the sentence significance is Rama is clever and Krishna is clever. So which means, what did you understand here, students, now? The idea of the sentence is that when you just look at this one, that both are equally cleverer. So what do I find here now? Rama is the subject and is the verb. When you have one subject and one verb, we term that one as a clause. I just write it as a clause, C-L-A-U-S-E, one clause. And there is a conjunction which is joining, and I've just taken it as and. Let us see. Krishna is the subject and we have verb here is equal to, when there is one subject and verb, this also is termed as a clause, which means that there are two clauses in this given sentence. So let us check whether there are two clauses and the sense of the sentence, like a positive degree, comparative degree. When you change from positive degree to comparative degree, certain things you should keep in mind. Tense have to be taken into consideration. Tense remains unchanged. Number 1 point. Number 2, the concept of two clauses do we find in the comparative degree, and in the positive degree also you should find two clauses. And the third one is meaning should not be changed. The meaning should retain one and the same, or the meaning should remain one and the same, students. Here we go. Just let me go with the analysis now. So let me just analyze this sentence, students. Now come on, just pay little attention, students, so that you will understand. Now come on, let us. Whenever you get a statement like this, changing from positive degree to comparative degree, it's very easy, students. First we need to check out the word clever, and the comparative degree is cleverer. That is what we have to check. And you do find clever and cleverer. So this is adjective. I term this one as adjective, students. And this is comparative adjective here. This is comparative adjective now. Now again we have to see certain basic requirements. In the positive degree, you find an expression as you find. Okay, as, which means equally cleverer. And in the comparative degree, the minimum requirement is the word than. So positive degree as, and the comparative degree is than. Shall we analyze furthermore, students? Here we go. The word than is conjunction. The word than is conjunction. Before adjective, automatically this one will be adverb. We have just now seen in the previous slide. Adjective before, it should be adverb. The word Krishna is a subject and the word is verb, which means there is one clause here now. There is one clause, students. So there is one clause here, C-L-A-U-S-E. And further going, let us again analyze. After conjunction, when there is one clause, conjunction, what does it do? It joins words. It joins one more sentence. In other words, it should join one more clause. So here, Rama is the subject. But we don't find verb, students, here now. We don't find verb. Try to understand, please. We don't find verb. But it is understood. What it is understood is is implied here. It is there. Is implied, but we don't show. So which means a subject and verb now. So that also tells us this is equal to one clause now. So how many clauses we have in the given sentence now? This is one clause and this is another clause. This is one clause, the other one is other clause, students. Like, if you still further want to read the sentence, how does it go? Let us see now. Krishna is not cleverer than Rama is cleverer. Actually, it should be cleverer. But we don't show because it is repetition, it is being repeated and redundancy. If you want to read the complete sentence, this is the sentence actually. Krishna is not cleverer than Rama is cleverer. Actually, what is that? It is actually cleverer. Cleverer, students. That is a complete sentence actually. But we end the sentence here itself. Here itself we end. Krishna is not cleverer than Rama. So we find two clauses here, students, now. And the same concept we also should find in the positive degree also. Let us find out now. The word as is the conjunction here. Adjective before what comes, it should be adverb. And you have Rama is the subject and is the verb, which tells us when there is a subject and verb, I call this one as a clause. Let me analyze, students. After conjunction, again we should have a sentence. That is, we have a subject here, but where is the verb? Verb is not shown here also, and the verb is also not shown, but it is understood there. What I should say now? Krishna is, I have to say. So how do I read the sentence? Rama is as clever as Krishna is. Now I am getting the complete picture of the sentence now. So subject and verb is equal to clause again now. We have one more clause here now. Now you see here, this is one clause and this is another clause, two clauses here. If you want to still read the sentence, how the sentence would be now as a complete sentence like, Rama is as clever as Krishna is clever. But we don't show all this is and clever because I told you, students, like it is redundancy. Unnecessary repetition of the words. So we stop here itself. Portion is not shown, but it is understood. Just for your kind explanation, I am trying to throw some significant light. When you change from positive degree to comparative degree, how it should be. Now, students, like having understood that both the clauses, both the sentences have two clauses, have enumerated it, and the meaning has not changed it. So what has happened here, I'll tell you now again, students, like the sentence, right, the positive degree sentence is a positive sentence. It is a positive sentence. And when you have changed from positive to comparative degree, it has become negative. Now you see how to change now. When you change from active to passive voice, meaning should not change. When you change from direct to indirect, meaning should not change. When you change from phrase to clause, meaning should not change. When you change from clause to phrase, meaning should not be changed. When you change from simple sentence to compound sentence, meaning should not change. When you change from compound to simple, meaning should retain. When you change from assertive sentence to exclamatory sentence, meaning should not change. When you change from interrogative to exclamatory, meaning should not change. That is what we call it as transformation of sentences. And this is transformation of sentence now. You see here now. Positive degree, positive sentence and negative. Where do we find? We find here, students, now. We find here now. You see here the word not. The word not, students. Supposing I had not given the word not. Krishna is cleverer than Rama, and whereas here, as clever as Krishna, meaning changes. So to retain the meaning, we have to make it negative, which means Krishna is not cleverer than Rama. Not cleverer means implied. If you have to imply, which means that both are equally clever, students. I suppose you have understood how to change from positive degree to comparative degree, looking into see the clauses, how there are two clauses, the minimum requirement of the sentence. Okay, students, like now I'll just go with one. So in the positive degree, I have just taken one positive sentence and changed into negative sentence. Now I'll take one negative sentence, students. Like, come on, let me just see that one. One negative sentence, I'll take it as. So again, I'll take it as a positive degree. Okay. One negative sentence, positive to negative. Now we'll go from negative to positive. Just let me take it as. I am not so strong as my brother. B-R-O-T-H-E-R. Come on, let us look at this sentence students now. I am not so strong as my brother. When you change it into comparative degree, come on, let us look at this one, students, now. I am not so strong as my brother. So comparative degree will be my brother is stronger than me. Generally, students say that. My brother is stronger than me. Shall we analyze, students, at a quicker phase? Here we go, students, like, let me just analyze and check and see. Supposing, students, like, come on, let us see now. So first of all, what I have to see is I always check the word stronger. It is adjective, students. And when I change to comparative degree, I found here stronger. That is comparative adjective. Comparative adjective. Is there any double comparatives? No, which means it is okay. And I find in the positive degree, in the place of as I find so, as. Generally, if it is negative, students, preference is given to so. Sometimes need not be also. As also, no problem. But generally, not means so as. And the minimum requirement of the sentence is than. That is also fulfilled here. Let me check with the other features. For example, students, as is the conjunction. Once adjective, that what comes before that it should be adverb. And what comes before adverb should be another adverb. This is also adverb. I is the subject here. Am is the verb here. So which means there is one clause here. So this is one clause. Let me check with the other one, students. My brother is the subject here. Because after conjunction, we need to have the subject. But where is the verb? Verb is not shown, but it is understood. I am not so strong as my brother is. It is understood there. The verb is there. Which means I term that one as subject verb, I term that one as one more clause. So it is fulfilling two clauses requirement. But we don't show. Brother is, we don't show students like it is understood there. It is understood there. Let me also analyze this sentence, students, again. Than is the conjunction. My brother is the subject. Is the verb, which means there is a clause here, one clause. Let me check whether there is another clause there or not, students. After conjunction, I find here object. Now try to understand, please. Now I find here object. Now what is this object, students? I is the subject and me is the object. Similarly, when we say we, us, when you say you, it will remain you. If you say they, T-H-E-Y, they, then we say them. If you say he, him, she, her, it, students. Just try to understand that. So generally when we talk about this one is in the subject place and this what we call it as object. But let us see, students, like how often do we make mistakes like my brother is stronger than me. Is the sentence right? No. Here it is wrong, students. Here it is wrong, please. It is wrong. The sentence is wrong here. Because you see here now, after conjunction you find their subject. After conjunction you find their subject. After conjunction you found subject. But after conjunction now it is object. So which means there is some error here now. So what should be that error corrected now, students? Now come on, let us see now. It should be my brother is stronger than, not object here now. There should be one subject now. So not object, but we have to have subject now. So what should be the subject that I should take, students, now? So I'll be taking the subject here as I. I'm just taking it as I. My brother is stronger than I, and the verb is understood. Okay, so therefore I'll go with the word am now. So that is how. Otherwise, most often I find my brother is taller than me, he is taller than me, he is bigger than me. What is bigger than me here now? Let us be very careful about this. So my brother is stronger than I am, we have to say, students. So we do find here now I am. So there is a subject here and there is a verb, which means it is one clause. Are you able to grasp me, students? Like, so my brother is stronger than I am, we should say. Don't say my brother is stronger than me. Let us follow the norm, students. Simply don't jump to conclusions and say me. You should say I. Right. Now finally, just to summarize what I call this one, students, like I'm just going to summarize this one and let me see. For example, let us see, students, here now. So when you change from positive degree to comparative degree to, now let me see here now. So what has happened now? I am not so strong. There is a word not here, negative, and this is positive sentence. So did you check, students, like positive becomes negative, meaning does not change. Negative becomes positive, meaning doesn't change. And you have seen how I analyzed word for word, and we have seen it sometimes frequently. Students use my brother is stronger than me. No, that is wrong. We have to say my brother is stronger than I am. We have to say, students, like. So therefore this is wrong here now. Now my final analysis. Let me just look at this one, students, now. Come on, let us see now. So what has certain changes, students? Like, come on, let us see now. Supposing you may ask me, Ram is as clever as Krishna is. Why I have taken Krishna first, why not Rama? You may have a doubt. But my question here it is, students, like what are you comparing to what? The decorum we should not miss. Our comparison is Rama to Krishna, not Krishna to Rama. But in comparative degree, when you take Krishna, what happens now? Krishna is not cleverer than Rama, which means first I get is Rama is clever. Next, Krishna is clever. That is the meaning. So one has to be a little bit careful about these one, students. When you change from. So what has happened, I'll tell you now. In the positive degree, students, what has happened, I'll tell you. In the positive degree, subject has been changed to the subject of the comparative degree. The subject has been changed to the subject of the comparative degree. Now listen now. The subject of the positive degree has been changed to subject. So subject has come to the subject place, subject has gone to the subject place. Now let me just check with this one also, students, now. My brother, subject, has come to the subject place. And the subject has to be subject itself. It cannot be object, please. I suppose you have understood this crisscross technique now. So when you change or when you look at a question that is changing from positive degree to comparative degree, you have to keep all these norms in mind, students. Very good. Now I'll just go with one sentence now. Comparative degree to positive degree. Shall I go with, students, now? Here we go. Now we'll go with comparative degree to positive degree. Let me just take one or two examples now, students. Now, come on, let me just see that. Comparative degree. Once you have understood positive degree to comparative degree, it is very easy, students. Rama works harder than Krishna. Rama works harder than Krishna. Come on, now you have to tell, students, how to change a positive degree now. I think you have understood. All the norms you have understood. So therefore, we can easily make it now. Now tell me now. Krishna. Krishna. So the sentence is in the positive now. This is in the positive, students. This is positive. And you have to change it into negative. So how will you change it to negative, students? Rama works harder than Krishna. Krishna does not work so hard as Rama. Yeah, let us check and see. Same, students, like the basic thing is in the positive degree hard and it is harder over. Because the negative expression I have used the so as and the minimum requirement is than. And the tense remains, works is in the present tense, so I have taken it as present itself. So Krishna does not work so hard as Rama. I think it is easy. Again, I'll go with the next one, students. Let me just take one more. Comparative degree. Let me just take one more sentence, students. Maybe if we take it as one more sentence, Rama is better than Krishna. Sorry, one positive to negative. We'll take it as one negative, students, now. Rama is, I'll making it as, Rama is not better than Krishna. Rama is not better than Krishna. Comparative degree to positive degree. Krishna is as good as Rama. Let us look at this one, students, again. The minimum requirement is good. Comparative degree is better. Since the sentence is positive, as. So what has happened here now? Negative has been changed to positive degree without changing its meaning. Rama is not better than Krishna has changed to Krishna is as good as Rama. I suppose you are gathering what I am trying to say, students, now. Wonderful way. I think if you can pay little attention, you can do wonders in GATE. Believe me that. How to change positive degree to comparative degree and comparative degree to positive, students, like now. So positive degree, positive sentence will become negative without changing its meaning. And in negative has become positive without changing its meaning, students, now. So what we have done so far? Positive degree to comparative degree to positive degree. Now we will go with superlative degree to comparative degree to positive degree. Here we go, students, now. Come on, let us just see that. So here we go now. Superlative degree to comparative degree to positive degree, students. Okay, let us see now. Superlative degree to comparative degree to, right, here we go. So I'll take it as, first of all, superlative degree. The elephant is the largest of all the animals. There is another way of making this superlative degree, students, or the elephant is the largest animal. So both are in the superlative degree. Now we'll change it into comparative degree, students. How to change it into comparative degree now? The elephant is larger than all other animals. There is another way of making comparative degree, students, or the elephant is larger than any other animal. Now coming to the positive degree, no other animal is so large as the elephant. Well, students, here we go with the analysis now. So we have changed from positive degree to comparative degree, superlative to comparative, comparative to positive now. So when you are changing, students, like, what are the basic things that should you keep in mind while you change from, or when you convert from one degree to another degree? The first thing is I always check large. And the comparative degree is larger, larger. Is there any double comparatives? No. Like more, larger, we don't find there. And in the superlative degree, largest, largest, this is the minimum requirement to be a superlative, comparative and positive. Any other features? Let us see. Since positive degree is no, then I made it as so as. The minimum requirement of the comparative degree is than and then. If it is superlative degree, the minimum requirement is article the, students. Keep in mind, article the. Are you able to understand, students? Article the. So this is the fulfillment of positive degree, comparative degree and superlative degree now. Are there any other special features? Let us check. In the superlative degree, you have an expression called of all. There is a special feature called of all. And the word of all follows plural noun, students. It should be plural noun. That's why you find here yes now. There has to be yes. Of all expression takes plural noun. And in this superlative, there is no of all, it is divide of all. If it is divide of all, then the following noun should be singular. Singular noun, please. Don't say the elephant is the largest animal, so don't say. You see here, animal. It should be singular noun. Now, comparative degree, students, now what are other special features now? You find an expression called all other. The expression all other will give rise to plural nouns. See here now as. S is here. And in the other comparative degree, you find another expression, students, that is any other. Now the word any other give rise to singular noun. Singular noun, students. Right? And when you're coming to the comparative degree, there is an expression no other. And the no other expression will always take a singular noun. And the verb also should be and must be singular verb, students. That's all. If you want me to further simplify, the word all, if you want to simplify, students, like the word all, you find in the, check now, the word all you find in the superlative degree, and the word all you find in the comparative degree also. I'm still simplifying. You see here now, superlative degree, comparative degree, the word all. The word other, the word other, students, you find in the comparative degree and you find in the positive degree, please, which means the word other is not found in the what? Superlative degree. Then where is the difficulty? It's very easy, students. So what I want to tell you is that in the kingdom of animals, what do I find here, students? In the kingdom of animals, what I find is Maybe if you have to take it as something like, let me just see. In the kingdom of animals, what I find is here we have maybe a cat. Here we have a dog. Here we have an zebra. Here we have some other animal. Here we have maybe giraffe. Here we have something else. Maybe some other animal. Yes. Yes. And here I find elephant, students. Here I find elephant. So when I take the hierarchy in the kingdom of animals, here I find the elephant, students. Okay, just keep it, just wait till I come to that. So this is elephant. So this is how we change from superlative degree to comparative degree and comparative degree to positive degree. The tense has to be remained same, right? Then again, meaning has retained, students. Okay, this is one way of expressing superlative degree to comparative degree and comparative degree to positive degree, students. Like, I just would like to take the last one. Again, there is one more way of making superlative degree to comparative and comparative degree to positive. And here we go, students. Now, come on, let us just check with that one also. Here we go. Superlative degree to comparative degree, comparative degree to positive degree, students. So, superlative degree to comparative degree, comparative degree to positive degree now. Come on, let me just check with students now. Superlative degree, students. Superlative degree. I'll just take one example. Maybe Rabindranath Tagore is one of the greatest poets of modern India. Modern India. Rabindranath Tagore is one of the greatest poets of modern India. And how would be the comparative degree, students? Here we go. Rabindranath Tagore is greater than most other poets of modern India. Rabindranath Tagore is greater than most other poets of modern India. And if I take it as positive degree, very few poets of modern India are as great as Rabindranath Tagore. Let us look at this change, students, how this has been modified. Come on, let us see here now. Superlative degree to comparative degree, comparative degree to superlative. We have already seen one, and what is this meaning here? Come on, let us see now. Rabindranath Tagore is one of the greatest poets of modern India. First of all, let us check. Great, greater, greatest. That is what we have to check always. Any double comparatives? No. Any double superlatives? No. The minimum requirement, students, like than and article the with the superlative. This requirement is over. Now, what are the other features now? You find here, students, there is one special feature, one of. So, what is this one of? The word one of, the phrase one of, give rises to plural noun, students. So Rabindranath Tagore is one of the greatest poets of modern India. Frequently I find students using is one of my friend. What is one of my friend? No, please. For example, here you have many friends. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. You have many friends there. And what you are trying to say is one of. So one of my friends. These are all friends. Don't say one of my friend. There are many friends. Among them is one. So what we have to say is one of my friends, we have to say, students, like, I suppose you are able to gather what I'm trying to say. So is one of my friends like. So you see, one of will give rise to poets, plural. And in the comparative degree, retaining the same meaning of one of the greatest poets of modern India among all, comparative degree says, there's one expression called most other. You see the expression here now, most other. That will give rise to plural noun. Check, students, like now. Slowly let us check here now. The previous slide states, comparative degree is all other, any other. See the difference. All other means in the kingdom of animals. You see the difference here now. We'll come back slowly now. And here, what do you find here now? Most other poets now. So what do you mean by most other poets now? Let me just check with that. And coming to the positive degree, students, now, expression very few give rises to plural noun. And the verb also will be plural. Plural verb. So what do you mean by this sentence now? Rabindranath Tagore is one of the greatest poets of modern India. Let me just go back and give the meaning, students, here now. Come on, let us just check now. So what I want to say is that in the kingdom of poets, here you find Homer, here you find Kalidas, here you find maybe another poet, there is one more poet here, some other poet, some other, and here I find Tagore. Here I find Tagore. So, Tagore. Now let us look at these students now here now. So what is the hierarchy that you find? Come on, let us see now here now. In the kingdom of animals, this is one now, largest. The elephant is the largest of all animals now. So there is a hierarchy going on from here, students, now. You see that there is a hierarchy going on here now. So the elephant is the largest, we can call it as. Since some hierarchy is going on, students, there now. Okay, right. Right. So there is some hierarchy going on. So elephant is included here now. This is included. Included, students, now. And when you compare to something else, you need to exclude. Supposing I say, iron is more useful than any metal, which means you are comparing iron to iron itself. You have to exclude what you are comparing. So therefore you have to use any other metal, we have to say. So you have to exclude. So in the kingdom of animals, elephant is the largest. And whereas this one, students, here now, if you happen to see in the kingdom of what? In the kingdom of poets, Tagore is one among them, which means now one is greater, now one is smaller. Neither greater nor smaller. All are equal. One among them is Tagore students now. I suppose you got the difference between this superlative degree, comparative degree, positive is this one. And the next one is one of the greatest poets, means among them all is one students now, right? Very good students. I suppose you have understood a simple concept I have taken today. One of the contents of the grammar is adjective, and I was trying to throw significant light what positive degree, comparative degree and superlative degree, and what comprises all these, and how to change from positive degree to comparative degree, and comparative degree to superlative degree, superlative to comparative, comparative to positive degree sub. So I do believe, students, that you have enjoyed the session, and maybe ounce of doubts have been clarified. And for further more sessions, definitely I'll throw significant light in the classes wherein you can grasp very well and cut a very good figure in the examination. So the students who have attended this session, I would like to thank everybody who have attended this session, and I wish you all good luck and best of luck. Try to attend such content-oriented classes so that you will be enlightened with such kind of topics. So again, I wish you all the best and have a nice day, students.